Chat. God, I'm fired up today. Let me get the chat rolling here in a sec. How we doing out there, chat? I'm absolutely excited for today. I hope you guys are calling in. What a weekend for college lax. I mean, this is the type of stuff you wake up and dream about. Am I on mute? Uh-oh. Chat, let me know if I'm good to roll here. I definitely don't want to be on mute. I'm gonna refresh. Bang bong. There you go. Bang. Avery Gaming. Big shout out to you again. We already got that going, so that's all set. Let's keep that link the same. And let's get Nesty in here. Bang. 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 Hold on, folks. You guys know me with the tech. There he is. Just send it to him. Let's get him rolling a little bit, chat. I know you guys are like, oh, Pehlke with the tech. We're learning. We are getting better. If you guys haven't already yet, call the number on my Instagram story and leave your hottest lacrosse take. I'm going to be playing them live on this call, or on this cast. Let me get him going here. All right, so we got to go. Window. Here we go. Zoom meeting. Bang. All right. Wait for Nesty to hop on. Let me hit one of these guys. Hold on, chat. All right, waiting for him to hop on. Chat, let me know in the comments who we're picking today. Who are we picking? You know, are we gonna go? Are we going Maryland? Are we going Princeton? I'm not a betting man. That's why we got Nesty on the screen, and that's where we're gonna get going, because I think the biggest thing here is we're trying to let you guys in on some picks. And again, not a huge betting man, but we are gonna make it happen. Let's wait. Let's get these headphones in, and we will get things rolling. Turn this off. Maryland, Avery Gaming, the most legendary lacrosse commenter of all time. One of my goals is going to be to see him in person. Hello, you guys there? And it just says Maryland money line, but Princeton will cover. Interesting. I think the line's maybe 4. Is it? Total under. We will see. Nesty's going to hop on here in a second, and we will get things going. Chat, how's everyone's day been? What the? Oh, there we go. All right, so we're good there. Let's go. All right, so Nesty's going to hop on like right here. He's good there. All right, chat. We're getting it going again. We got Princeton, Maryland here in exactly 11 minutes. I'm excited to get everything going. Again, if you guys want to watch, this is on ESPNU. Thankfully, you guys probably all have the subscription, so we should be all set. And I'm going to be getting it going. But chat, again, I'm going to pin this in the chat. But call the crazy number that's on my Instagram story. And let me pop it up here in a sec. pop it up here. Play live on the Pehlke cast. Oh no, John Plankton's back. Pehlke, did you shower this morning? Guy looks rusty, man. Who is John Plankton? I saw that name pop up and my heart dropped. John Plankton. No, don't remove. Shoot, okay. Take Connor X here. Intern Dunk, big game. Avery Gaming. Avery Gaming, you're the most mysterious person out there. The fact that you're this cued in on Lax and you don't have a profile pic, like I don't know if you're a girl or a guy, what age you are, and you're the biggest lacrosse fan out there, and I love it. Okay. I'm gonna pin this. I'm gonna pin this guy. Pin message. Bang. All right. All right. Perfect. 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 Nesty's coming on right now. Let's get him going and let's get this thing going. Uh-oh. Fans, can you hear him?
Can you guys hear me?
Wow. Hold on, Nesty. Let me get you queued up here in a sec.
Hold on. I'm going to join on my computer. I just want to give out my picks real quick before the game started.
Oh, yeah. Hit the fans real quick.
I got Love Hopkins. Love Hopkins today.
Yeah.
Bet of the day. Underdog of the day. Brown. Plus
Really?
220. I'm on it. No one likes it.
I don't like that, but interesting. I saw the tweet. Explain to the fans real quick why.
13-year-old Nest wants Brown to be good again. I live in a.
Yourself going there as a young little Richard.
No. Matthew Byrne-Nessler's not going to the Ivy. Not that I didn't have the brain. It's not my type. Not my type of school.
Yeah, we would have seen you at like an Ohio State.
Yeah, like I could see myself going to like a Penn State or like one of those real good Big Ten schools that has a good solid lacrosse program. Probably not Ohio State.
Okay, interesting. Well, we already have one comment coming at you from John Plankton. The kid's back. He says, "Is the Humpty Dumpty or Ness? Kid looks real tough today." So you better be ready for the first half. They're coming firing.
I mean, I'm always ready. I want all the noise. I want all the smoke. Anyone out there, like, bring it. I want it. I hope there's voicemails.
I mean, the slate today is unreal. I told the fans, this is why you wake up and you watch college lacrosse.
It's wow. Look at that.
The lighting is outstanding. Like, this is like, talk to us about the slate today.
You have to cherish days like these. It'd be nice if like the NCAA or D1 programs came together and spread them out a little bit for us.
I know, just like,
listen,
keep going.
You can't beat a dead horse. They're not going to change it. It's been like this forever. It's not like we used to have 5 o'clock games on Saturdays and they took it from us. Mm-hmm. So after week 1, after week 2, we cut off the complaining about the times of games and you just immerse yourself in that slate. It's like a college football Saturday. You sit on the couch, you put your feet up, you get your choice of fun, whatever that may be.
Yes.
And you lock into the day. You're eating shitty food, you're texting your boys to come over, you're texting girls that aren't answering. And you're having fun. You got to embrace. I got 2 more picks for you before we kick off at 12 here. Yeah. Villanova. Love those guys. Riding with them, PJ Hewitt, Cabrini guy. Game got moved from Colgate to Villanova. So Villanova's a home game now, basically a pick 'em. Love Nova. Both those teams coming off of massive wins last week.
Wow. Do you know whether the game got picked or switched?
I think I switched on Thursday or maybe Wednesday. I don't know. I talked to my buddy PJ Hugh on the squad. He said that they don't have to go up to Colgate, and I thought it was going to be like a neutral site. And I'm almost 100% positive this game's at Villanova, like about to tee off as we speak.
Wow. Okay. All right. So we got Nova. We got Brown. What else? Do we got the Buckeyes in the mix?
What'd you say?
We got the Buckeyes in the mix.
No, I was gonna bet against them, just to spite you, like I do every week. But I don't know. I want to get on the Buckeye train. I want to see you. I want to see you and Hoagie get the Buckeyes right. I want to see use your platform for good. Get the fellas going. Let them know, like, people are watching. This isn't 2000. This isn't 2002, where no one has access to lacrosse. Yeah, a lot of it's hidden behind paywalls, and those guys can all, peacefully, respectfully go to hell. However, you can watch a lot of lacrosse. Ohio State's going to have eyes on them all year. They got to figure it out. You win a national championship in football. The casuals coming over from football to just see what's good with college lacrosse. They're thinking Ohio State, best football team in the country. They probably have a great lacrosse team.
100%.
Now it's time to show it. Now it's time to put your money where your mouth is.
It really is. And that's what it's about on a Saturday slate. You got Nesty bets locking us in. All right, we heard those. What was the last one you had in mind?
Last bet I have of the day is Penn. University of Penn. Not a great game out of them last week.
Yeah.
Almost died there. I expected Penn's offense to be rolling. I really liked the way they looked last year. I know the Ivy started a little later, so you got to kind of always take it with a grain of salt. Week 1 last week. But I love them this week. They have this Jersey kid. I always mess up his name. He wears an obscure number. Oh, my God, I'm blanking on it.
Help him out.
He's an attack man. He's from Jersey. He's a weapon out there. I watched him through a friend of mine who coached him growing up. Then I would see him at Penn. This kid's the real deal. I'm going to look him up right when I switch to my computer real quick.
Okay.
Penn's my last bet of the day there. But I'm excited. If you ever need to tap in, my bets are on my Twitter, baby.
Yep.
Matt, MNessler40. But I'm going to switch real quick, Mitch, and get the game set up, and I'll join the link from my computer.
Join the link. We'll see you in a sec, all right?
Yes, sir, baby. Peace.
All right, that's Nesty Bets coming to you live with some picks. I'm not a bet man. I like to give my inside opinion. Not inside opinion. I like to give my take. I don't bet. I've never been a bettor. I'm honestly not the greatest cat with numbers. I'm a nice guy that's not great with numbers. We got Going Postal 49 says Maryland Cuse Hopkins spread all day. Going Postal, talk to us on why you picked that. Because if I'm cooking up a parlay right now, I'm a money line guy through and through. And I'll tell you why, because, again, not great with numbers. I graduated from this university with a major in sport industry, not finance. So you take that for what it's worth. Nesty's going to pop up right here on this link in a sec. That's why it's black for all you new viewers out there. If I had to cook up a parlay, I'm on Inside Lacrosse Scores right now. Check that out. Get the Scores app. Pinned on your Safari. Please take off private browsers, you sussballs. And we're going to give you guys a little, I'm going to give you guys like a little parlay 10-11 legger. And I'm going to tell you why. Steven Nessler. Oh, is that his pops? Oh, no, that's him. I have 2 units on Brown Nest. The ops of letting me use my laptop today. Uh-oh, what is he saying? Is he hopping on here? Oh, here we go. Okay, there we go. All right, he's coming on. All right, I'm going to let you guys know. If I'm doing money line, the games are about to start in 2 minutes. You can put these in. I'm going to go down the list. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not going to be. So it's money line parlay. I've got Cornell, obviously Army. And this is not a big payout, but this is if you want like designated cash in your wallet. Okay, we have 60 seconds. It's 11:59. Cornell, Army, Providence. I'm not picking the Delaware Penn game. I got Duke. I got Notre Dame. I got Jacksonville. I got Hopkins. I got Richmond. I got Loyola. I got Maryland. The Towson game's tricky. I'm not going to say that. I got Villanova. I got Cuse. And I got Navy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel great about that. So I'm excited to see what that looks like. Jake Pehlke, the king, is back. Jake Pehlke, can you give us some potential locks in your head here? We want to know what you're taking, what you got rolling. And again, for all the fans out there, I cannot stream the game, so please don't ask. It is currently live on ESPN Plus. I got it up here. I got you guys right here, and I got the chat right here. So I'm excited to get it going. John Plankton Pehlke, if I walked into your room, I would think it's an 8-year-old because I can only imagine. Interesting. Okay. I'm not going to read the rest of that. Lock of the day, UVA for guys. This is called Pehlke Cast, not shit on Mitchell's alma mater cast. Okay. We got the game live. Nothing better than a Saturday slate. Jake Pehlke just says Ohio State sucks. I mean, imagine having a brother to support you. Yeah, I wish I could say it couldn't be me, but it is me. We are locked to the tee in. It's an outstanding day for some lax. The last time I was at Princeton was, does anyone remember? Early last spring, doing a documentary. We had a couple guys. We got Cody and Big Dave in the booth here at Ivy League. I'm excited. It's going to be a fantastic day. Nestler, I don't know if he can join on his laptop. Here he goes. All right, so we're getting him live in. Let's talk to him. Wow, folks. Dr. Ness, you there?
You got me, baby. Can you hear me?
Bang. The kid is locked in. How we feeling?
Yeah, I'm good. Coming fresh off a wedding last night. Cabrini wedding. 2 Cabrini alums. Unbelievable.
Clap it up for the Cabrini alums.
That's love right there.
Who would have
That's
thought
love.
they would have found love? Where did they meet? Where did this couple meet?
Oh, you're going to love this. Everyone's going to love this. They met when they were 7 years old on their youth hockey team.
Oh, the girl was playing hockey.
Grit, and she was really fucking good. There are a lot of stories about him getting in fights during the game, sticking up for her. But yeah, she played varsity with the boys, so she's the real deal. It was a lot of fun, but
okay.
I think I'm still riding that wave from last night. So not feeling bad, but that sometimes can be a danger sign because it could mean it's coming later.
Yes, 100%. Let's start us off here. Let's talk Princeton, Maryland. Initial thoughts on the game today. Are you worried at all? Who are you picking? Give us a rundown.
I'm on Maryland. I think I forgot to throw that one out there when I was giving you guys the picks. I'm on Maryland, going against the home state guys down in Princeton. I think Princeton's great. I think Princeton's really good.
Yep.
I just think Maryland's like. They're relentless. Every year, everyone talks about, Maryland's not this, Maryland's not that, and they just fucking are always
They're a staple in the program.
They might be, they're without a doubt in my mind in the last 15 years, if not the most consistent team, top 2.
Interesting.
Because when they don't have great years, they're still a threat every single year. Like there's schools like Hopkins and Cuse that kind of went through lulls a little bit in the last decade, I think, and we've seen them kind of come back up.
Yep.
Where I think Maryland, people just love that. They love the chatter about Maryland. Just talk. And every year those kids just don't give a fuck until. And I'm not the biggest Tillman guy. I think he's just like, he gives me cornball vibes, but I think the Maryland boys are always buzzing. If you're a Maryland supporter, you got to love that. So I'm riding with them today, though. I'm on.
Interesting. Yeah, I think the same sort of thing. Tillman is Nick Saban. You can't count him out. The iPad, the swag, cornball, this and that. The guy wins. And if I'm looking to put some serious coin down on a team, you know what I want the outcome to be? Win.
That's all you care about.
That's all you care about. And with your bets today, the Maryland game just started for all you fans out there. Tune in to ESPN Plus. We have a top 5 matchup in February. What else could you ask for? It's outstanding. But for you, putting in these bets, are these all singles? Are these parlays? Can we talk units? Can you tell the fans the inside scoop?
So let me pull this open real quick.
Yeah, talk to the fans.
I love parlays are fun. I'm not one of those guys that's parlaying like everything every weekend. I do think I have more success just picking 3 to 5 games straight, betting them, locking in, dumping units on them responsibly.
Yes.
But today I really liked this parlay I put together for you. I took Denver plus 4.
Okay.
Look, Brown money line, like I said. A lot of these are the picks I gave, but I basically parlayed them. Brown, UPenn, Johns Hopkins, and Maryland. All those are money line besides Denver. Denver's getting 4 there, which I just think I think that's a solid number to get. I wish I took 4.5.
Yep.
So that's my parlay. 10 pays out $235 there. So that's like a standard. If we'll use $10 as a unit for the world.
Yep.
Because we don't unit shame here. You could be betting $1, you could be betting 10 cents, you could be betting 10 grand.
100%.
As long as you're being responsible,
Jake
as long as you.
Pehlke is in the chat right now, and he just said
Avery.
he put down an 11-leg parlay, folks.
Wow. He's shooting for the stars. I mean, you got
the stars. I mean, let's not forget, folks. Played a wonderful season his freshman year at Monmouth, and as a D-pull, had an assist. And for a short period of time there, when Mitchell was at Ohio State, my brother had more NCAA points than me, which is kind of crazy to think about. But Jake Pehlke's got an 11-legger today, and we'll see what that pays out. Jake, in the chat, can you give us some tips on who you picked, the unit size, what you're really coming out with? Because it's going to be interesting.
I would love to see that ticket. There's nothing better than just a deep leg parlay. I just tapped into the Maryland game. Oh, that might be
Maryland's up 1 now right now. Oh, they just tied it up. Princeton's on the board, just like that, 1-1.
Mitch is ahead of me, and I don't like it.
You gotta click refresh, Richard.
Are you watching on your computer?
Yep.
All right, I'll refresh it for you, Doc. But back to Jake Pehlke's 11-legger. That just
25 to win 460, he says.
Oh, so he's taking a lot of favorites, which I don't mind in lacrosse. I think lacrosse for those, you just got to hope for no upsets, obviously. But like lacrosse is one of those things. Like if you're a better team, especially at this level, like you're supposed to roll teams. It's not a diluted pool out there. There are dominant teams. Yep. So I don't hate that at all. That's a great bet right there. I wish.
If I'm betting, and I'm not a betting man, we've chatted about this. I told the fans today. I went to Ohio State to make YouTube videos and not become a finance bro. I'm not great with the the -4s and this and that. So I'm a money line guy. If I'm trying to make some side coin, I'm probably taking all the favorites that I know are going to win and make like a couple. That's it. What are your thoughts on that as a vet bettor?
Listen, it sounds so easy, and believe me, I've placed them. It's like when you wake up on NFL Sunday and you take, every team that's a touchdown favorite, you take them money line, and you're like, oh, these fucking idiots on the book, like we're good. We got nothing to worry about. I just placed a 6-legger parlay. 10 pays out $75, like nothing crazy, but we'll take it. And then there's an upset, and you're just sitting there thinking, what have I done? Why did I think that this was such a lock? And that's what hurts when you pick all favorites and they lose. You're just sitting there like,
have you ever done that and you picked a team that ended up getting upset?
Yeah, all the time, Mitch. I mean, this is
Do you have one story in particular?
I don't. I mean, plenty of. Yeah, I mean, I took. I think I took the Steelers one week. I love betting on my own team. I took the Pittsburgh Steelers. They were minus, I think 300 or minus 250 against the Browns. Thought it was a lot. It was this season. Threw a lot of units on it. Confident in my boys. Rusty. Everyone was looking good, and yeah, they got rolled. They were never gonna win, and it just hurts so bad because when you bet on a favorite like that, as you're learning, you have to bet more money to win. Like, so money. If it's minus 300, I got to put up a lot of units if I want to win a lot.
Yep.
Some lose, you feel like you lost more than you should have. So it's definitely devastating. I do have a story we can dive into another time. My most devastating loss ever, but we don't need to dive too much into football. We need to immerse ourselves in this
college lacrosse. I like that. I had a friend out there that put some serious coin on a Navy versus Manhattan game. You think, oh, Navy Manhattan. This is pre-James Hogan era for Manhattan. So again, he putting serious coin on Navy. How are they going to lose to Manhattan? And they ended up losing. By one. It was 7-6. I think this was like 2 years ago. It's sad to see, but anything can happen at any given day. Princeton puts another one on the board. It's 3-1. And if anyone has a parlay out there, they have Maryland winning if they pick money line, obviously, and this could be the dagger.
Yeah, not great. Not great for the Maryland bettors. Not great for the Maryland boys. You come out 1-0 against Princeton in their house, and I'm about to watch that third goal. I refreshed. It just has that, that superior
top corner.
internet.
I mean, I think Princeton looks good this year. The Ivy League looks really good. I think the Ivy League, out of all the teams looking at a conference basis, might be the most stacked. You got Princeton, Penn. Yale is still an interesting take where what happened to them? Getting like 10-piece against Army? What's going on? Did you bet on that game?
No, I did not. I missed that game. I did not get a bet for it, but I did see the goalie for Army go absolutely nuclear in that game.
Crazy.
I think he was saving the ball. We
got Jake Pehlke calling right now. Hold on. I'm live.
You're live. Nestler's still on?
Yes, sir.
Hold on. You're live. Jake Pehlke is here, folks. Anything you got to say to the fans? Nesty's still on.
Nestler, I took your Denver plus 4.5 pick, and I just want to say Cornell's up 8-1. What do you have to say
I could hear him before when he asked if I was on.
Wait. Say it again.
I said I took your Denver plus 4 pick, and Cornell's up 8-1 in the first quarter.
Oh no!
He goes, oh no.
Oh no! I mean,
oh no.
It's a disaster for me. I'm losing everything. He's calling
Venmo at Jake Pehlke.
Oh,
and that's why you stay away from gambling, folks.
That hurts. I mean,
yeah. You know, there's really nothing you want to say there, right? It's one of those things where, you know, you look, I'm a big believer in pick the favorites, money line. Don't be trying to be a finance bro here.
I'm just, you know what
you have to chase? You got to chase certainty. You're trying to mess around. You went to Cabrini, I went to Ohio State. Look, we didn't go to Princeton, Richard. Bet on the teams you think are going to win. Simple.
That's fair. I should have just stuck with the money line. Sometimes you got to keep it simple. I mean, I'm out here trying to get on your stream. I'm out here trying to juggle all these electric games on ESPN Plus. My Denver game was on the back burner, and I blinked, and Jake Pehlke's calling and telling me they're down 7 goals. I mean, the only silver lining, Mitch.
Yep.
They might be down 7 goals. Me, as a bettor, I'm only down 3. I'm only down 3 goals.
You're only down 3, yeah.
So, like, am I worried? 100%. Am I downplaying how worried I am? 100%. But the fellas can score. It's Denver. Put the ball in the back of the net. You got one goal.
That's what I'm saying.
Cabrini boy could put a goal in against Cornell. This isn't. Whoa! I heard that. Whoa!
I don't know.
What was that?
Don't talk so soon.
Oh, you're crazy, dude.
I'm not a betting man, but I said this for my 10-legger if I were to do a parlay. And let me know if I'm wrong. So money line, 10-legger. I think these are automatics. And again, you're searching for certainty. In my life, I always say boring works. Investing and working out, boring works. And same thing here, gambling. Obviously, gamble responsibly. My 10-legger is money line, Cornell, Army, Providence, high on Providence. Did not pick anything for the Delaware game. I got Duke, Notre Dame, Jacksonville, Hopkins, Richmond, Loyola, Maryland, and Villanova, and Syracuse, and then I think I picked Navy.
So one, that would be an electric parlay. 2, that Jacksonville game.
Yeah.
Do you know how big that spread is? They're giving 21.5 goals.
Wow. Interesting.
So that money line would
bet on that game?
You can bet on the spread. There's no I doubt there's a book offering the money line because it would be $100 would win you 10 cents, maybe less. So they don't want like that even available because people will just place like outright, like that's free money.
Yeah.
Like if you're a bettor and that gets placed on like the guys that necessarily don't just hone in on one sport, the big time, big hunter bettors, if you find out there's a lacrosse game there's no scenario in the world where Hampton wins that game.
Yeah.
Correct. So it's like if you're able to and you have $10 million, you could throw that on that money line, and it's just the book would have to lose money.
Yeah.
So that's why they don't offer it, just because you get those mega, just big hunters who want to just absolutely rob the books. But is that noise coming through to you, that sound, when I get a text?
No.
All right,
No,
good.
no.
It does. It's really loud, so just let me know.
No,
but,
you're good. No, I think you're right, though. I think it's funny. I think in my head, I'm like, oh, why don't you just put your mortgage on Jacksonville? But obviously, you can't do that.
Yeah, and then I did like how you sprinkled in. You do all these you had all these massive favorites. Then you sprinkled Maryland in there, which, so if you're like in your case, oh my God, I just saw that backhand attempt in Maryland. That would have been gross. In your case, that Maryland game is going to juice those odds that parlay for you because it's such a close odds game for them.
Yeah,
basically like a pick 'em. We call that like a -100. So that parlay would be pretty good. I like it. I think a lot of those are mortals. I don't think Maryland is, even though I'm on them.
Yeah,
but no, I mean,
interesting to see. I think college lax is college lax, and you think, oh, I grew up playing the sport. I played in college at one point, and you think you know the sport, and then you bet, and then you pick Navy over Manhattan. It's a lock, and this doesn't happen. Just like that. Just like that. Also, let's talk about Avery Gaming real quick. He's been on every sort of live stream, in my comments. He's been in every sort of situation. Probably my biggest fan. And he's just, look, 1-1 UVA and Ohio State, 3-up Notre Dame. Like, this guy's everywhere. Is this guy commenting on your stuff? I don't know if it's a guy or a girl or who it is.
I've come across Avery before. It seems like a great person to have in the chat. Seems like someone's going to bring the energy, knows the game.
Yes.
Kind of like that's the type of person where that maybe that's their real name, maybe it's a burner.
Yeah.
However, burner or not, like that's the type of energy you need from someone on the internet. Whether you know them or not, you need someone that's going to bring it, someone that might chirp you a little bit, but not just coming in full of all this, like, I call it fake hate.
Avery
when people
just says, I'm a guy. Okay, so we know he is a male. 25 with 2 Lehigh Lax. He's 25, maybe went to Lehigh?
Maybe he's a Lehigh guy. Then maybe if he's a Lehigh guy, then he knows my boy Pierce, who I'll be meeting up with later. Shout out Austin Pierce, the Juice Factory, baby. Woo!
He goes, my real name is Avery. Okay, interesting. Avery Gaming, big shout out. He goes, fire me up. Let's go, Avery. I'm juiced up.
I love it.
Let's talk about this Maryland-Princeton game real quick. Princeton's up, and Princeton just went man up and scored. It is now 4-2. Princeton they look good. You're starting to worry a little bit if you put money down. This is the real reason why Mitchell Pehlke doesn't bet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything I bet on is going wrong right now. Like, I don't think I have one team winning or covering. So not good, fellas. If you haven't gotten into gambling, don't. If you are gambling, let's double down on something for sure, responsibly. But I don't know. Everything I'm touching seems to not be winning, so I'm going to echo Mitch's testament of probably don't bet unless you're good at it.
Yes. We got Alex Surrett, Goalie Smith legend in the chat. Probably one of the most handsome cats in the state of Maryland. And, we're getting it going here, Pehlke Cast. If you were back in the recruiting day and Princeton or Maryland offered you a full ride, where are you going?
Princeton and Maryland? I'm not a big Ivy guy. Just like I'm not like obsessed with the Ivies. But my grandpa went to Princeton, so I think I got to pay homage to the goat there. And just,
the ledge. What was his name?
That's Thomas Mangan. Absolutely. This guy was a character. You think I'm a character? He puts me to shame.
That's where you get it from.
Thinks he's done. Yes, absolutely. My mom's side of the family is what's the way I can say this without getting your show canceled? Just insanely fucked up in a great way. So yeah, that's where a lot.
We do try to keep the cursing to a minimum here.
I got you. Yeah, no worries, Mitch. I can do that for you. Just let me know what I got to put in my cursing jar. I have a little jar in front of me, and that's gonna go to you at the end of every stream.
You're such a nice guy. I like that. Princeton. I think I would pick Maryland again. I said last stream. I'm a big school experience guy. I want the football. I want the fun with the guys. I want the big school experience. I think that's important. It's kind of like Cabrini. What you guys had.
Mitch, I'll say it. You're not funny, but that was funny. That was
okay. I like that.
That's what we call it. That's what we call being witty. in the biz.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I respect that. I do think if I could go back and change one thing I was looking at when I looked at colleges, it's maybe try to, what you're saying, look for a college that has like a full college experience as far as football, huge schools, different, like we're talking 10,000 people. Like Cabrini, we had, I think, probably a couple thousand people. Like no more. I feel like there'd be no more than 3,000. I might even be overshooting it by an absolute ton. But it was a small school, a lot of fun. But definitely, I could see a world where I would have loved. I mean, college football Saturdays, Nest in college, it's prime time Nest. I would have been
prime time. I think it would have been a good fit.
Yeah, I would have loved it. But I think eventually, kind of like, I don't think Maryland has the biggest, college football scene, or like I feel like almost maybe lacrosse is one of their most dominant sports, I would say.
Yeah.
I think you being from Virginia kind of pushes you a little closer to Maryland, and me being from Jersey pushes me a little closer to Princeton. But I think besides being an Ivy, those school experiences are relative in the maybe not the same realm. Maybe I might be disrespecting Maryland football and hoops right now, but I feel like Princeton hoops isn't. Like, I don't know. I feel like Maryland hoops and Princeton hoops aren't worlds apart. I don't think they're the same here, but certainly not talking about Duke and Princeton.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Avery Gaming with another firing take. He says, here's my lax parlay. Penn State money line, Cuse money line, Nova money line, Marquette money line, Drexel money line, LIU to cover, Dartmouth money line, Queens money line, Lafayette money line. A lot of random matchups in there.
I mean, he's Avery Gaming is covering the board. We call that betting the slate. I mean, he's on everything. I bet you he has an electric setup right now. He's either got monitors,
19 TVs going.
Dude, like he's got like that secure, like those old school like security rooms they have that have like the screens.
100%.
He's just shout out my boy Evan Grimes if he's tapped in here. He's big on Twitter. He posted a picture of something like that yesterday, and it was just unbelievably funny. So
that's I think what I miss the most about college. I mean, obviously we were playing, so we didn't have the luxury of like watching college lax, but it reminds me of football in the fall. Your boys on the couch, busting balls. You got 3 TVs going, and you're there for 4 hours, locked in, not moving, door dashing, not feeling great, but just watching, recouping, rallying, and then having a night. And that's what it's all about. And that's what I love. Oh, man, I wish I had that now. I wish I had my boys in this room watching lax with me.
Mitch, I couldn't agree with you more. I'm excited to go see some of my buddies later this afternoon, but it doesn't even a college football Saturday now, the Primus college football or college lacrosse Saturday, that you can have a lot of fun. You could have a 9 out of 10 day, but it'll never feel as full as it did when you were in college. Oh. If you're in college watching this show, or you're in high school watching this show, college is the most fun, the least amount of responsibility you'll ever have in your life.
Yes.
And you need to take advantage of it. Even at a school like Ohio State, where you got to be on top of your academics, your coaches are down your ass, you're probably doing a lot more workouts, you're practicing more, you still get time to do whatever you want.
Yes.
And you have to cherish that. When you get older, you work and you do dumb shit, and then you lose the time to do nothing when you get older.
Have
and
fun
if you
in
are doing
college,
nothing,
fans. Don't forget about it.
You got to cherish. These are the good old days.
Yes.
These are the good old days.
You're active in the good old days.
Come on now.
Avery Gaming says, we're talking about his setup. He goes, I bet the slate. I got 2 iPads and 3 laptops and 1 TV going. I'm fired up.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean,
that's a set. I hope he's there with a couple of his boys living the dream. Oh
I hope he's either with his boys, or I almost love the idea of him just being hosted by himself, so locked in. And that's him immersing. That's his version of immersing himself. He's like, I got these here, TV's dead center, iPad's probably sitting right on his lap, the laptops are spread out. I mean, hell yeah, I love that.
That's awesome. That's what you want. But this Princeton-Maryland matchup is something to watch. I think the biggest, someone just got bodied.
How's
it working for you?
I don't know if it's because I'm trying to watch all these games at the same time. I think I'm gonna have to tune out of this Denver game, but like, it just keeps hitting me with like we're unable to.
Yeah, dude, come on. Can you lock into the stream? The fans want to see like your reaction here. I mean, Maryland scoring. Princeton's going up.
I'm everywhere. I'm trying to read the comments. I'm trying to keep in the Maryland game. I also listen. We got units everywhere. You got to stay vigilant. I'm locking into the Maryland game for the fellas. I was also behind you, which I don't like. Like I can't catch up.
Refresh it and then let me know what the timer
Yeah,
says.
yeah, we'll do that. Maybe we'll time it up. I'll have you pause it. That's a good call.
Yeah.
All right. I am at 46 on the shot clock.
No, but what's like the time in the quarter?
Oh,
Right.
2:50 right now.
Yep. All right, you're 2 seconds behind me. Maryland just scored.
Spanked one on him.
Wow.
Spanked one past the
Oh,
10.
I
He
like
stick
that.
my eye.
God.
Looked like Mitch in there just flopping around. I take that back. No goalie slander. Princeton goalie, I apologize. I can't be coming on here slandering.
As a goalie saying that.
Yeah, and I'm
I
a
like
flop. Oh, flexible tendy though. But all right. So give me like a 2-second pause for me then off this. When this face-off starts, we'll time it up once that clock starts running.
I think Maryland is again a team you can never have outside the picture. We talk about them time and time again. And fans, if you're chat, if you're just now tuning in, call the number that's pinned on the chat and leave your most heinous lacrosse take, and we're gonna play them live for Nesty and I to react to. We don't know what. Oh God, Nesty's got a call.
I wasn't called, but it'd be so funny if I just called and left a ridiculous voicemail.
Can you imagine? All right, it's tied up here. For quarter one, almost down here in Princeton, New Jersey. I think one of the biggest things about this matchup is I don't think we've seen a top 5 matchup in February in a long time, in my opinion. Maybe last year with Notre Dame and Georgetown. But this is what you want to see. And second of all, Maryland plays this style of offense and defense where it's just set in stone. This is exactly what we do here. And it shows.
They're a staple for a reason. Top 5 matchup is definitely a nice little treat. There's not in every sport.
Yeah.
But special in February, like you said. Give me 1 second here, Mitch.
All right, well, Nesty's figuring out some tech issues. We got Princeton, Maryland. We got a minute and a half left in the first. Princeton with the shot goes wide. It's 4-4 with about a minute and a half in the first, like I just said. Princeton's taking it up from X, and they're getting it going here. And we're going to see what's going to happen here. I do think Maryland's going to win. A penalty has just been called on Maryland, so we'll see what ends up happening. And we will see.
We got there was a penalty, you said? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. I don't think so.
Oh, no, just probably a ref call or something. Pick it up.
Pick up the rock. What are you doing?
What was that? Yeah, what was that?
That was the craziest thing I've ever seen an elite lacrosse player do in my life.
And Ness, let me ask you this since you're a goalie. The goalie swag is pretty much a staple at this point with the sweatpants and the long sleeve shirt. Are you now in favor of someone to kind of go against that? To maybe rock the shorts, maybe rock a short sleeve tee? I think we need a change up. It's been too much of the same for too long.
I think people wear sweats for the sweat, but I also think it's just you get an extra save with the sweats at least once every 20, 30 shots on cage low, like that are in that area.
Yeah.
So I think it's almost like a competitive advantage, and also I think goalies feel a little safer with that extra layer on. Like I think it's a comfort thing.
Yep.
I personally I think the most swagged out goalie look is a nice clean pair of shorts, like right above knee high. You don't need to be too hiked up. You don't need to be bagging them below your knees like back in the day when I was playing in like 6th grade. Just had those shits down to my ankles.
Breaking news. My brother just texted me and says, Cornell's up 10-1. UNC's up 6-2. Tell Dr. Nessler to retire.
Listen, Jake, you can send him my number, Mitch. We can have a direct line. I don't need Mitch playing peekaboo, mail carrier here. Listen, I'll face the music, but
it's hard being in this business.
The small sample size. Like, listen, I'm not going to come out here and hit 6 out of 6 every week. But, I mean, last week, I came in, I sprayed some picks out, I put them out on my Twitter. I went 8-2.
That's true.
The receipts are out there.
The receipts are out there.
Not good for me right now.
What's been the record this whole year?
I got to go through it. Been a little hectic with the move for the Nestler family.
Yep.
Just bouncing around a lot. Haven't honed in on my analytics. I got to just go through because I can get those numbers because it's only week 3. I'm definitely positive win-loss in lacrosse. And then I got to go through, like, the units and see, give out my record for what I am on the games, and then just, like, where are the units with how much I'm putting on each. Because sometimes when you take an underdog, you know, it covers 2 or 3 of your losses.
Yep.
So we'll see. But, no, Jake, hand up. Tell Jake Pehlke.
Hand up accountability is important in life.
On me. I have no problem. I'm a goalie. I have no problem going, listen, that one's on me. You got to learn that early as a goalie. Hey, that one's, even if it's not, that's my bad.
Early and often is how we say that. So, you're not doing something great in life until you're getting hate. Truly believe that. And look at you. Guys telling you to retire when you just got into this thing for the first month. I mean, it's heartbreaking, but it's the truth.
No, that's fine. Listen, if I have no haters, that's worse than having one. So if Jake Pehlke wants to, listen, send him my number, and I have no problem setting up in Oklahoma too if we just want to settle it old school style like they do down south.
I like that. All right, well, we got into the first quarter here. Nesty, for you in this Saturday night tonight, what are we diving into?
I got I guess it's not a secret. My buddy, I think, he's trying to set up.
Can we talk about this?
What'd you say?
Can we talk about this?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't be able to. But it's just more of like, I don't know how important it is to everyone else. But my buddy's setting up a dinner for what I believe to be is his wedding party. And I think he's asking everyone to be his groomsmen. Mainly because he's being a sketchy cat about this whole dinner and the whole setup.
Yeah, how's he approaching you?
He's just like I've known this guy forever. It's my boy Austin Pierce from Lehigh. Shout out to Lehigh Hawks. He's a 4-year roommate with Colin Kirst.
Shout out Avery Gaming.
Shout out Avery Gaming. And we're usually just straight shooters. He hit me up like months ago. He's like, "Are you free for this dinner?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then he was like, "All right, some of my college friends are coming." I was like, "This seems a lot." And I asked what it was for, and he sent me like a smiley face. And I was like, all right, he's up to something. And I think we were banged up one night, and I asked him, listen, am I in the wedding party or not? And then right before he said anything, I was like, don't tell me, I don't want to know, actually. And I'm pretty sure I am. So that's, I think, what I'm getting into tonight, just good fellas. I think his brothers will be there, his college friends, some friends from home. Just golf simulator during the day, watch some lacrosse, a nice dinner tonight at this Italian spot in Morristown, New Jersey, baby.
What's the spot called?
Molly's Meatballs. Ooh. Pretty good spot. I've been there.
I need some Italian tonight. I might treat myself and go to Italian just by myself.
Hey, when was the last time you got yourself like a nice chicken parm, Mitch?
Oof, I'll be honest, fellas. Well, Jake Pehlke's now in the chat saying, "Yo, Dr. Ness, Cornell's up 10-1."
Yo, Doc, Jake. How many curse words do I get in an episode?
None in the chat. None in the chat.
Well, yeah, I fucking know, dude.
No, Jesus. We got young viewers on here trying to play at the next level.
Listen, dude, any good coach and any good program.
Ohio State's up 3-1. I just want to let you know. It shows time and time again that you don't pick the Buckeyes and they clap back.
I didn't bet against them though. I could have bet against them, no problem. I went out of my way to not bet against them because I sort of like you.
Okay. Well, I like the honesty. That's important. What are you saying to Tank, Jake Pehlke?
I mean, he's on me, which is fine. Like it's a bad pick, but like. I'm a Cornell rider. Like, I'm a cursed guy. I pick him every week. I just thought 4.5 was too much, and
yeah.
I mean, I'm getting steamrolled by that game.
Any haters in the Twitter DMs at all right now?
Oh yeah. Twitter's not a lot. I mean, I want more. I would love more. So if you're out there and you hate me, get a Twitter account and anonymously come at me. I would love nothing more than that. But there's definitely like pricks. some people will, like, tweet at you and DM you, and then you'll answer, and I'm sure you know. Then sometimes they'll be like, "Sorry, I didn't mean that." And you're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, exactly.
But you went out of your way to be like such a prick, and I said something, and then you're immediately like, "Yo, I'm sorry." It's like, yeah, I guess it's all good, but like that was such a weird interaction.
Yeah. Also, UNC. Let me bring you guys through some scores real quick. I think this is the most interesting piece of this whole thing. Cornell is up on Denver 10-1.
Say it again.
Cornell is up on Denver 10-1. Do you hear that loud and clear? The Army game, I don't think it started yet, which is kind of crazy. Brown is up on Providence 4-0. Wow.
Hold on. Where's Jake Pehlke now? What was my pick of the day? Where's Jake Pehlke?
Jake Pehlke says, fading Dr. Ness for the rest of the season. Interesting.
All right, awesome. Well, tell him when I cash out my Brown plus 220 and it covers all my losses for the day, he can go count his coins with his 700-leg parlay. All right, Jake?
Hold on, we'll keep it going. Penn is up on Delaware 5-0. Interesting.
Yep, come on.
Wait a minute. Jacksonville is only up on Hampton 6-4.
The lock that I stated was an impossible, with no scenario on the earth where they could lose.
Can you imagine if Jacksonville lost to Hampton today?
You have to fire Galloway on the spot.
No context lacrosse would have an absolute field day.
It would surpass the Cabrini run context lacrosse went on by Jacksonville. They'd have to cut the program.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to be disrespectful to Hampton. Like, no disrespect to the boys down there. Like, just not a lacrosse spot.
Yes.
Jacksonville 100%. Being on the beach in Florida and you just getting stepped on by Hampton would. No, I don't think I've told you this, Mitch, but anyone who's tuned into the Crease Dive knows this. I actually hate Jacksonville, and I hate Galloway.
Why?
Despite him being my favorite goalie growing up. It's almost like one of those never meet your hero moments. Loved Galloway growing up, great goalie, had the swag, always locked in, played at Q's, big-time tendy, big-time games. I sent him an email, 2022, looking for a home. Just a 24-year-old Ness looking to play lacrosse again. Had one of his players mention to him, hey, I got this guy looking for a school. He's played in 50 games. At that point, he played in 35 games. He started 35 games. He was second string goalie, national champion, blah, blah, all this. Coach said to him, no problem, I'll hit him up when he emails me. I emailed Galloway, and I'm still looking for an email back. It's been 4 years. I'm still looking for an email back, and that's my villain origin. That's my villain. That's how Ness. That's when I decided it's me against the world. This guy doesn't have the decency to just write me back an email. When if I didn't have a guy on his team that said something to him, it wouldn't have bothered me.
Yeah.
But good friend of mine, and knowing that he said something to him, and knowing that he snubbed me, I've been rooting on Jacksonville. However, Galloway, anyone who knows Galloway, this can be solved with a simple just my bad, a beer, anything. This isn't a lifetime grudge. This isn't like I'm gonna hate him forever. It's just I feel slighted, and it's one of those never meet your hero moments. It's like me asking for an autograph and him just walking by almost. Mm-hmm. That's how it felt. Mm-hmm. So if you ever see me slandering Jacksonville or just like going out of my way to hate on them, it's no disrespect to the fellas on the team. It's just between me and Coach. Just me and Coach out there.
It's Coach speak. I like that. Well, that's a story that I'll never forget. And now Jacksonville's up 7-4 against Hampton. But again, it's still a game here. Yeah, Maryland just scored, so they're up 5-4. Let me run down some more games though. We got UNC's up 6-3 on Hopkins. Interesting.
Not great.
Loyola is losing to Rutgers 4-2. Richmond is beating Lehigh 4-3. Ohio State is beating UVA 3-1 right now. And that's all we got so far. Towson's losing to St. Joe's. UMass is up on America's team. Your boys 3-0. And looks like VMI is going to beat Iona.
I got to give a shout out to UMass. Wow. So much disrespect to that program. Not that it wasn't warranted.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I was part of that train. I don't take it back. I think it was, again, necessary.
Yeah, it was probably warranted. But if they can bang out another win here, imagine being those fellas. Like you're at the bottom of the barrel, And now at least you can go into these games where you were never going to win and just spank out a couple W's. Those beers after a game, after a win, just hit so different.
Think about it, though. You've been a freshman, sophomore, junior. You nenever won a game. And then earlier this year, they win their first game. I mean, Capus had to be blown up, burned out.
They were 4.5-point favorites today. That's insane.
Who are they playing again?
Against Wagner. It's like the Wagner boys. You got to get your PR team to step in. The fact that you're a 4.5-point underdog to UMass Lowell is nuts. Like, I don't care who you are. But I had to give a shout to the Lowell boys. They're grinding. Everyone's grinding. Like, I'm never going to disrespect anyone, but like sometimes you gotta call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
It's like the guys in the pros. When you're on a shitty team, your team sucks. You call it like it is. It doesn't mean the players are bad. There's nothing wrong with the guys. They're all fellas. But no, your team sucks. So like figure it out.
It is. Yeah.
UMass Lowell figured it out. They flipped the script, baby.
And soon that'll be Hampton, so we'll see. I want to play a couple of voicemails while I have you on here, and let's just react to them live.
Let's do it. This is a fun game you're playing.
All right, so let's go again, fans. Call the number in the chat. We're gonna play your voicemail live here. Can you hear that?
I cannot.
Wait, let me know if you can hear this.
No, I still got nothing coming through. I'm assuming it's not going through the YouTube either if I can't hear it, probably. But I'm just on the Zoom.
Can you hear me now? You can't hear me, okay. Interesting. I'm trying to think how we could do this. Chat, could you hear that? I guess I could play it off here.
Yeah, what if you played it off your phone on speaker?
That's what I'm thinking, okay. Let's rip that. Let's go here.
Oh, that was your.
All right.
This guy said Ness talks about drinking like he's a divorced dad in his mid-40s that pays $40 million a month in child support. I'm really not. I love beer. That's a funny comment. I love beers, but I'm not a huge drinker. I mean, I like partying more than I like drinking. So when I'm going out, I'm always gonna have a good time. But one thing you're never gonna catch doing it and seeing Ness is having a cold one by himself. I'm not.
Yeah, that's the sad side.
Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, people like to drink. Some people like to have a cold one after work. Some people like to sit down and have a drink on a Saturday or a Sunday at their house. It's just not my style. I have a different weapon of choice.
All right, let me take you through some of these real quick before I let you go.
Oh, let's bang it out.
Yo, Sizzle, I got a crazy hot take for you, Mitch. I bet that 3 BL
I'm
loans
not getting anything from you, Mitch.
3 goals on this college Saturday.
That was a terrible. You can't hear that?
Nicky Brown.
No, I don't know why. It was, to be honest, when your brother was on the phone, it was hard to hear him too.
Let me do this. Let me take these off. Hold on, chat. What about now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't hear the voice now.
Hold on. Can you hear this?
Yes.
You can hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. All right. I'll mute myself and then play this at the same time. All right, ready?
Yeah, I was about to tell you that.
Wait, is this why? All right, let me just play it through my phone. You can still hear me, though? Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Let me pop this up real quick.
UNC beats Johns Hopkins in overtime.
UNC beats Johns Hopkins in overtime.
Was that what that?
The game's looking. That's not going to happen.
Is that what that voicemail said? He was just calling a shot.
Yeah, that's it. We got another one here.
I love that.
Joey Salina's mullet is terrible.
Jesus.
We can't hear you, but if you want, you can walk us for now. Maybe walk the people through what you're hearing, and then we'll go off that. And then next week we'll get it all.
Joey
we're getting set up, but I don't think anyone's hearing it on their end. At least I'm not.
Wait, what about now, guys? Can you hear it? If I play through my phone?
No, we got nothing, Mitch.
It's terrible.
This guy just said Joey explained his mullet's terrible. I think he looks kind of good.
I thought it looked. Listen, Mike, I'm not like out here rating people's hair and looking too much at how people look. I thought Joey Squeen looked great with a mullet. You know, some people rock mullets.
100%.
When you have that kind of like aura behind you, when you have that swag that he carries, where like people go to watch him play. He's a crowd filler. People want to watch Joey Squeen play. When you just show up with a mullet out of nowhere after not really having even like that wasn't like your thing going in, you just bang one out like that. Woo!
Here we got another one.
To him this year.
Nope.
Knock, knock. Denver's only down 8. 4 more goals. Maryland's.
He gets far down every single day, and I arc him. Bye-bye.
We can hear that much better, I
Did
think.
you hear that?
Much better. Well, I wasn't like paying it. It was like light, but if we both go on mute, I think it'll be louder.
My hot take is that Mitchell Pehlke is the cutest YouTuber alive. He gets far down every single day, and I arc him. Bye-bye.
Was that guy? Was that just a Mitch Pehlke love?
Fanboy?
What a save in the Princeton game. No, you're not going bar down on anyone. You can't even hit the bar. No offense. Like, I think you're an accomplished, great lacrosse.
Let's hear this one.
Hey, Mitch. I went to the camp in Columbus. My craziest take is that Chris Kavanaugh is going to win the tour time, and Joey Spallina won't even be in the race. That's my take.
Interesting. Okay. What do you think about that?
I don't agree with.
Okay.
I do think Kirst is going to win it. I do think Spallina will win it. But I love that kid just taking a shot there. I thought he was going to say Kavanaugh wins it and Kirst isn't in the running.
Yeah.
Put Spallina's name out of the hat there. I don't see it just because I think he puts up so many points.
Yes.
In games where nothing's easy, I don't think, but like he just puts up such an outrageous amount of points that like it's going to be hard to keep him out.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting, but I just love like kids coming on just taking their shot with the voicemail, like no question, no nothing, just here's my take. Take it. It's like the part of my take, boys. Literally, they're just like here's my take. Boom.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think CJ is like a lock right now. I see Chris and Joey being in the running. I don't think it's Joey's time yet. And with CJ is just such an elite player, though. I think that's the problem. So
he's the full package, man. Like I know I'm always like all over the Kurtz family because I ride for the fellas, but like he's so different than his brothers in like the best way. Like they're all so good at lacrosse.
Yes,
but he is so much better. It's like scary. Like I said to someone that I think he's a top 5. He could be a top 5 player in the world if he had the ability to play like with the pros right now. I think it's hard to say a college kid is top 5 when he hasn't gone and played out. He obviously played in the box, but the field and played with the pros. But I really do think he'd be up in that conversation with like Teat and like Brendan O'Neill and like these guys that are just. There's just an upper level of talent and size and ability, and I think he fits all those bills. And he's so special. I can't wait to see him the rest of the year. I can't wait to never, ever, ever bet against him again. It's the stupidest thing I've ever done. I should be shamed for it. That's so fair.
I think you're right. I think you're so right. I think the biggest thing is like the Kurtz family is like the modern day Stanwyck, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, it's like the Stanwicks. So the Stanwicks, the girls in the Stanwyck family were like the boys were obviously unbelievable, but the girls in the Stanwyck family were disgusting. Yeah, so I think they actually like it's just like the Kurtz. I think there were 4 or 5 of them that were all Americans, just absolute studs. It's like I think what makes the Christian just a little different is that it's all boys, which is almost unfathomable.
Yep.
That they're going to be 4 for 4 in both pro leagues. Everyone will have played in the NLL and the PLL.
Yep.
Holland did a little stint with the Vegas Desert Dogs. And then Caden Kearse is at Rutgers as a freshman right now, and you don't know what's going to happen with him. He's a very, very good goalie.
Yeah.
So if we live in a world where one day all 5 of them are in the league together, that'd be something
Can you imagine?
that all sports fans would love. I mean, I think if that happened, there without a doubt, it would have to be the first time in any major sport that 5 brothers were all in the same league at the same time. I mean, because having 5 children is a lot. I mean, I'm one of 5.
Yep.
Not super common nowadays.
Yep.
Back they maybe was, but also to have all 5 of them be athletes, to be elite at it, and to have them all within that 9-10 year span of each other.
Yeah.
Like I could see Connor Kearse being in the league in 4 or 5 years. I don't think Father Time's knocking on Connor Kearse's door, and he's the oldest, and same with Colin. So
Yeah.
I think it'd be really cool. The whole family special. Shout out to the Kearse gang. That's my Kearse spiel.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's so interesting. Well, first of all, like their personalities are second to none. The most positive people I've ever been around in my entire life. You're one of those people you just like attract to be like. Like the way they carry themselves, how positive they are, the way they talk about different people is like it's so interesting.
I actually have a quick story about their father, Mr. Kearse, who I knew growing up before he passed away. He's a legend in the state of New Jersey for being a lacrosse coach, for being an unbelievable teacher, and for just, I believe he coached some basketball at Florham Park. I think he coached women's basketball at Florham Park. I know he taught in Florham Park. But so he's a coach at Summit High School. Everyone, if you're big in the lacrosse world, you probably know about Summit, New Jersey. It's a big lacrosse town. He revolutionized that defense. He introduced basically like the zone defense to New Jersey and just was shutting down. He went 2 years in a row without losing a game. Just went right through the state of New Jersey. No one could get by him. When I got to high school, he was the coach there. And it was my first big-time matchup, Chatham Summit, huge rivals, probably the biggest public school rivalry in our area.
Yep.
I'm biased as hell, in my opinion. And I'm a sophomore starting the cage, and this guy's on the sidelines coaching me up from the other team. He's their defensive coordinator, and when the ball goes to the other end, if he's on my end, he's giving me a hey, good save, good this, like nice play, Maddie. I'm like, yo, this guy is coaching against me. Like this is his job. Like he gets paid to do this.
And you're on the other team.
Yeah. And he's on the other team, and he's coaching me up. He's just being so nice. We ended up winning in double overtime, and he was so happy for me. It was like, as someone who like hates losing, it did kind of put things in perspective, especially when he passed away. Like, if a guy like that can be so positive for someone else who's not even his son, to someone who played with his son, like it was like a huge testament to, I think, him, and I think all 5 of the boys carry that with them, and it's such a special family, and I think it's so cool the shine they get, and to be a little microcosm part of their life is something I really appreciate. So the Kearse family, they rock.
That's awesome. I think they're all like that. They're all so positive and everything, which is so interesting. So, I don't know, man. It's like interesting to see at the same time, but I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening with the whole. I mean, it'd be sick if they could all play in PLL one day.
It'd be insane. I mean, we know next year, we know Kearse, we know for a fact it'll be 4 of them. So even that, and it's right. I'd love to. I know there's been 3. I know people have done the NFL. I wonder if people have done 4, maybe in the NHL. But we'll see. It's interesting.
I wonder what the brother count is there in different leagues.
Right. I know the Watt brothers had all 3 in the NFL recently, and I think there's another family. But that's got to be fun. Mike Tomlin made a really cool point. When you grow up in an environment where your siblings are that good and are going pro, it makes the younger brother, like someone like CJ, who saw Connor, going from Villanova to Rutgers to the pros, like it makes those things less of like a dream and more of like a tangible goal.
Yeah.
For a random kid to go play at Villanova and to go to Rutgers and then to get drafted in the PLL, that's like a dream for some kids. Where someone like CJ Kurtz, whose brother's doing it, it's like it's more just something that he knows it's very possible, which makes it less of a dream. And I thought that was really cool when Mike Tomlin pointed that out about valuing like family members of other people in the league because of like the intangibles it brings with the younger siblings.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that is interesting. I never even thought of it from that standpoint.
Exactly.
I like that.
Denver, knock knock.
What do you say?
Denver's they're down 7. Here they come, baby.
If they end up coming back, you got to send Jake Pehlke just a heinous text message.
It might be the longest text message, not that he's received, the longest text message ever sent in the history of text messages.
I like that. He deserves it. You know, you got guys chirping you, but then they can't back it up. He might be one of those guys that chirps and then you respond. He's like, "Oh, I'm a big fan."
Maybe. I mean, we'll find out. Hopefully there's a fan in there somewhere. It makes it more fun. But like I said, if I have no haters, it's no good. If I have one, it's Jake Pehlke.
Yeah.
So
literally.
Put it on his shirt. I mean, the Maryland boys, was it 4-1 in this game or 4-2? I can't remember
4-2, but they just play this style of offense that is just like, you just know they're going to score. And that's what's been so interesting. Oh, Maryland almost scores another one.
What are you at? Are you at 4:38, 39? He's picking up the ball out of bounds right now?
Yep.
All right, yeah, we're like, so it'll be good to
what's your takeaway on the play style of Maryland?
So, I mean, they remind me, I always pull back to defense, they remind me of like Lynchburg, where they're so relentless up top. And as a goalie, like that was my biggest like fear. Like for some reason, I'd rather a team bang the ball around 6 times and see a step down from 12 yards out, like head on, than to have this sweeping. Yep. I think Maryland does like a really good job of like they're always intersecting, they're always sweeping up top, and it makes it hard on the defense. But I really do think it makes it hard on a goalie, at least from my experience. Like my least favorite shot is like a 14-yard like sweep. Like despite how easy it seems to save, you're like, oh, it's farther out. He's not stepping into it. It's like, but it's harder to track. Yeah. Because the shot's a little more unorthodox. It's on the run. Everyone's step down is pretty similar, whereas people's on the run shots have much more like diversity of. That's when you get like the Channing Chuck wrist, where it's like they just snap.
And you don't know where it's coming from or where it's going.
Yeah. Brandon O'Neal, he'll drop his stick to his ankles and then rip one from up top, and you're like, dude, doing that on the run is just so scary. And I think Maryland does a good job of they don't sit. I mean, not a lot of D1 teams do sit still. We have some teams do like to settle and they'll work around and get in their sets. Whereas Maryland I think they're doing a lot of crisscross, and I'd love to have a more offensive brain film guy break it down for me. But from my goalie perspective, that's just what I see, and it gives me nightmares. I don't like it.
Yeah, like let me ask you a question. When someone's sweeping from up top, obviously shooting across the middle, what's the hardest shot to see and do the whole thing? Is it a high bouncer? Is it anything off stick? Is it?
I mean, everything off stick is hard.
Maryland just scored again. Wow.
That was a juice goal. You could feel it there. Here they come, baby.
7-4, just like that. Well, sorry to cut you off. What do you think? What's the hardest one to save?
I mean, off stick definitely, but I personally like high bouncers. I think the ball slows a little bit on a bounce, and to get a high bouncer, you usually have to bounce it further away from the goal. Yeah. So it's not getting in on you. But just the most unorthodox shots, if you're sweeping to your right, Mitch, it's natural for you. You're coming across righty. It's natural for you to pull it back to your left. So like when you're coming across, I'm coming with you, and I'm thinking he's coming back where he came from. Like that's the natural shooting motion. So when you're coming across righty and you stick one to the pipe you're going towards, that's when it's pretty hard to read, because in your head you're just thinking it's coming back this way, it's coming back this way. Yeah. You know how hard it is to not do that. And so I didn't love those, but definitely my least favorite shot is that like awkward 13 to 14 yarder, just like where the defense isn't as worried because they feel safe out there, and they feel the guy's not going towards the goal. And like I always try to tell my guys, like that's when I want you on him like the most. Like, I want you on him so badly that if you get beat there, like we have to send someone. I don't want you being worried about getting beat. Like I need you on his ass.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point.
It's interesting up there.
That's tough for sure. Princeton's got the ball. It's 2 minutes left in this first half. Maryland is up 7-4. I had to take the scoreboard down because I'm pretty sure it's broken. Let's pop it up. Oh, no, it's good again. All right, just popped it up. I don't know. I think this Maryland team is not like Maryland in the past, but it's still one of those teams that could definitely be in the Final Four.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, they're relentless. They just always have a good roster. That's why I took them, because I was, holy shit. Sorry, I apologize. Hopkins down by 8-7. That game's at halftime now too.
That was my pick. I think Hopkins is going to still win that, but at the same time, like they got to show out.
And then I think not upset of the day, but potential upset to watch. Duke down 1 at halftime, 3-2 game. Goalies just standing on their head out there.
Wow, that's crazy.
Galloway and the Jacksonville boys must have heard the slander. They're up by 10.
He remembered the email.
Yeah, they didn't like me slandering them on the Mitch Pehlke live show. Is that the official name of this, John? Or the Pehlke Cast?
Pehlke Cast.
I like
we got
that.
a lot of different assets. We got the YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. We have the Mitchell Pehlke Lacrosse Show, Mitchell Pehlke Lacrosse Experience, the camps. We have the Pehlke Cast. That's this.
I just can't wait till you bring me on board. I'm so excited. You guys know, I see it.
Maryland just scored again. Wow, 8-4 now. You can't count them out. If Mitchell Pehlke was going to bring Dr. Nesty into the business, what part would he excel the most?
I can give you my. I was waiting for the goal you were just talking about. I can give you 100% a Nest. I can just give you my personality. I can give you the. If you ever just need a guy, if you need a guy to get something done, you call me.
Okay.
If you need a guy to do your taxes, you don't call me. All right,
Okay.
I'm not doing your taxes.
Okay.
You got to get you coffee. I can get you a coffee, no problem. Listen, when you get hired somewhere, you get brought on board. I always say you gotta know your role. It's like being a freshman on a team. It's like being a rookie. It's like being the little brother.
Yeah.
If you want to roll out with the big dogs, you want to go play hoops with the big dogs. Well, when they ask you to go do something, you jump. When they say jump, you jump. So being the youngest of 5, being the youngest of most 98% of my cousins. I think I have 2 cousins younger than me out of 27.
Yep.
If I want to hang out with the big dog, then they might ask me, hey, go do this, go do this. Hey, you're not coming to do this, but when we come back, you can do it. So listen, I got no problem saying yes. Whatever you need, Mitch, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, I'll get my people in touch with your people, no problem.
Yeah,
dude.
we can make this happen. I like that. All right, I noted no tax information, accountant jazz from Dr. Nest. All right, 30 seconds left in the half. Maryland is up 8-4, and we will see what happens. Can they get one in before half? We will find out. From up top, taking a shot, number 2. Oh, hit someone's foot. I think that might do it. They got 15 seconds left.
Not a good
Stowball picking it up. Can they do anything at X? Spanos up the right side. Oh, close shot. And I think that might do it. It's going to stand at 8-4 in halftime.
Wow. I mean, that was. Princeton had pretty not firm control, but I mean they let up one early, then they rolled, and after that first quarter, Princeton goes silent. That Maryland defense just stifling out there.
All right, can they throw one in here?
Oh!
That would have been close. All right, that wraps up at half. 8-4. Nesty, I know you got to bounce here, but initial thoughts on the first half for Maryland?
I mean, listen, it doesn't matter. Like, it's cliches as it comes. It really doesn't matter how you start, it's how you finish. If we're talking about the first half, Maryland didn't start great, and they finished unbelievable. It was almost an utter domination by Maryland that second quarter.
Yeah.
I'd love to see. I'm just trying to get the box score real quick on.
You want me to give you some updates?
Well, no, I wanted to get the box score. I wanted to see what the score was after the first in the Maryland game we were just watching. I'm having trouble remembering the actual.
But now it's 4-4, Providence Brown. Just want to put that out there.
Oh, should have opened my mouth. Damn.
Seems like every time you open your mouth,
Something bad happens. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back and say all my bets suck, and none of them are gonna hit. So let's just roll with that for now.
Well, it's also Georgetown's only down from Notre Dame by 2, starting the third.
Georgetown, that was a big win for him last year. I think I spoke on the crease about it. I thought Notre Dame would try to come out and like beat the piss out of Georgetown because of that win last year. That's the only stain on that record of theirs. So you tell the boys, like, listen, they got us last year. Let's go beat the shit out of them. And sorry. I owe you a lot of cash, man. That jar's getting big, Mitch. And you're like, let's just go beat them up. And it doesn't seem like they're taking it to them. Georgetown's fighting.
What do we think about Vermont beating Utah last night?
I didn't touch Utah, but that's a big win for Vermont, in my opinion. What'd they do last week? I think they got steamrolled week 1 by Syracuse. Yeah. That's a pretty big win for Vermont. Look at their schedule, like big games left. They have Bryant, Princeton, and Albany. The rest of them are like UMass Law, NJIT. No disrespect to the fellas. UMBC's not bad. Dartmouth
this year?
Dartmouth could be a good battle up there. The team's up north, but I mean, pretty win. Oh, shout out Chatham, New Jersey, baby. Colin Decker, number 2 for Vermont. Shout out the Decker family, baby. Great family. 2-2 out of Decker last night. 4 points in a win for Vermont. The D3 transfer from Franklin. Wow.
I like that a lot. All right, Nesty. Well, any official sign-outs for all the fans out there?
Just keep tapping in. Keep tapping in with Mitch. Keep tapping in with me. MNessler40 on everything. Matt_Nessler40 on Instagram. And just keep tuning into the live streams. Keep watching the videos and immerse yourself. Have fun, fellas. It's Saturday. Do whatever you want to do today.
That's
the best advice I've ever gotten. You can do whatever you want. So don't think you have to do anything unless you have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. All right, Nesty. Well, that's Nesty again. Follow him on Twitter, Nesty Bets. He's going to be a mainstay here on the show. And Nesty, have a great Saturday.
Yes, sir, Mitch. Yes, sir. We'll look into one of those bleep buttons for when I start cursing.
I might need to ship one up to you in New Jersey.
Yeah, I need something, or like a muzzle. All right, man. I really appreciate you having me on as always, Mitch. Shout out to everyone in the chat. A lot of fun.
Yes, sir.
And let's go have some fun, and hopefully these bets hit.
Awesome.
I'm coming for you, Jake Pehlke.
Hey, I like that. All right, Nesty, we'll talk to you.
All love, man.
Nesty Bets coming on for the first half, and now we're gonna keep it solo with just the Pehlkenator and you guys. So we are getting it rolling here. Let me minimize that. Bingo. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and then we're gonna get back to it. I gotta fill up my water. We're back. We are back. How we doing? I'm gonna play some voicemails right now. When you guys leave these takes, I need you guys to like actually leave some sort of take. Like it needs to be like, I'm looking at this. Some guy just said New Jersey is the best lacrosse state. Jim Brown is the best lacrosse player. Army is winning it all this year. Like there's no debate there. Like it needs to be some sort of heinous take. And let's see what this one says.
Hot take. The JU Jacksonville University is gonna cook this year.
The JU Dolphins at Jacksonville University are going to cook this year. Like, that's not a take, guys. Please call the number and leave a heinous take. It's not a heinous take either. What's this?
Hello, Mitchell. My name is Colin. I am an upstate boy. I play defense. You know, I'm mad chillin' stuff. My crazy take is Alex Rosa from the Hobart men's lacrosse team will be winning the Curan award. I know it's a crazy take, but I trust it. I will see you later.
See you, brother.
Thank you.
Wait, what was?
Come on, boys! Thank you.
Well, I don't think anyone from Hobart's ever going to win a Tour-a-thon. No hate, but I feel like could be a potential statement or fact. How are we doing out there, chat? Avery Gaming, Skittles. Who else we got? Going Postal 49. GLG Workshop. Skittles. Avery Gaming, what was your take? Again, some of these takes are terrible. Like, New Jersey is the best state. Like, what are we doing here, fellas? So not an interesting take at all. I don't love that. And yeah, what else do you guys want to see? I think the biggest part is with these Pehlke casts, I usually try to get a squad in here, whether it's a guy or a couple guys in here just talking shop. And this week I couldn't. We reached out to a couple of people and just, guys are busy. We're talking 12 o'clock on a Saturday, probably the hardest time to book some guys in. But with Pehlke Cast, how could we improve? How could we make this better? I'm interested to hear your guys' take. Is this thing blurry right now? There we go. So let me know. I'm curious. But Maryland's a mainstay, 100%. They will be in the Final Four, I truly believe, and I just think that's what it is. It's 8-4 right now, and the boys are coming back. So that's all I got to say. My take was some more interactive segments to engage with the chat. We need Lily as a guest for a girls' lax game. Avery, I like that. Potentially be seeing some more Lily. Some more interactive segments to engage the chat. Uh-oh, Nesty just left a voicemail. Uh-oh, folks, let's hear it.
Hey, Mitch, Matt Nestler here, first time, long time. Just wanted to call in to check in to see the current state of Ohio State lacrosse. I'm calling in during the Ohio State-Virginia game while they're up right now. I'm just assuming they're going to blow that game. And when they do, I just want to hear your comments and thoughts on Ohio State just, yet again, dropping the ball. Thanks. I'll hang up and listen. Appreciate everything you do for the game. And just looking forward to hearing you play my voicemail on the air. So it's 1:15 right now. So I don't want anyone thinking I called in after the game. But no, they're for sure going to blow it. Love you, brother. Peace.
Again, you hate to have people call in preying on the downfall. And again, you are not successful until you have haters. Hater, Matt Nestler. Again, a guy we had on the show preying on my downfall. And now we just heard it there flat out. Ohio State, I don't think is going to blow the lead. Ohio State's one of those teams that they conquer in their first half and they just keep it going through the second. So we're going to keep you guys updated through Inside Lacrosse Scores, probably the best application to check lacrosse scores. Matt Nestor, thank you. I appreciate that. That's a take right there. Giving some reasoning, some personality behind what you're saying is important. For all you guys out there, do that when you call the numbers. We had another one in here. What's this one?
University of Delaware. It's a great lacrosse team. People sleep on them too much. I think they're going to kick some butt.
Okay, interesting. Well, no name on that caller. They're getting waxed by Penn right now, I'm pretty sure. I'll give you guys a quick update before we start this second half of the Maryland game. Let me give you guys an update of the whole slate. Final, out of Southern Virginia, we have VMI over Iona. Cornell is continuing to dominate Denver 14-5. Boston over Air Force 8-3. Army over Mercy. That's not the right team. No, that's not the right team. You got Bellarmine over Detroit Mercy 9-4. 5-5 still Brown Providence, which is interesting. Bryant over Quinnipiac 14-4. It is still 7-0 Penn over Delaware, which is crazy. Galloway heard the chirps, and the boys are continuing to dominate 14-4. Notre Dame over Georgetown 8-6. It's now tied 3-3 Duke, Michigan. What is going on with those two teams this year? It's crazy to hear. We have Richmond losing to Lehigh, which is interesting right now. I thought they would crack that. Loyola losing to Rutgers, which is probably the most shocking we've seen all day. The Buckeyes beating Virginia right now, 5-1 in the middle of the third. Absolutely love that. Towson 6-6 against St. Joe's. And that's how we got so far. Cleveland State game just started. Sacred Heart over Stony Brook. It's been interesting. What else we got? Have a ticker at the bottom flowing through all the scores and what the lines are before the game. Interesting, CJ. I like that a lot. Interesting. Matt Nestor goes, haha, voicemail was funnier than I thought. What a dick. I was going to say love you to mess, but okay, interesting. All good Skittles. Go Lehigh, Avery Gaming says. We're back better than ever. It's the second half of the Maryland-Princeton game, and we're getting it going here. If this thing gets out of hand, if Maryland scores at least 2 or 3 more, the stream could be ending early. And that's all we're going to say. Avery Gaming just left another voicemail. We're going to play it.
My biggest take, this is Avery Gaming, number one fan, number one subscriber. I think after Ohio State kicks Virginia's butt, Ohio State wins the Big Ten and shuts up all the haters. I'm out. OH.
Yo, let's go. Avery Gaming, the legend. Literal ledge. Oh, my God. Hey, I'm right there with you. You got the Buckeyes over there. They could win the whole entire thing. I'm not even lying. And me and my guy Avery Gaming, we're in lockstep here. Wait, we have another voicemail. What's this one say?
Hey, man, I got another take, my third take. My take is that Maryland won't even make the final 8 or whatever it's called. They definitely won't make
Cap.
And they definitely won't make the final 8. And Notre Dame next season is going to forfeit, let alone just repeat. They're going to forfeit it.
Interesting.
It's a fact, not just a take. It's a fact. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, interesting. We're already calling 4-peats, which is probably the craziest take we've heard all day today. And, Notre Dame's played their first big game today, so we will see. But Maryland, they're just playing their style of play here. And another save by Princeton, and Maryland gets the ball right back. Ooh, the one-hander. I'm a big fan. Can you say hi? Yes, sir. Steven Nestler, Avery Gaming, bringing some juice. I love it. Steven Nestler. We don't know if that's his father's account or his real name. The jury is still kind of out on Matt Nestler. Did you guys enjoy having Dr. Nesty on here? Interesting cat, to say the least, some would say. What are we doing on a Saturday, though, fellas? I'll be honest. I think I might need a nap after this. We got another one here. Okay, another terrible take. It says Michigan's winning the national championship. That's it. Princeton's on the board here, folks. 8-5 now. Middle of the third. It's probably so cold in New Jersey right now. And sitting here in beautiful Maryland. Chat, what are we doing on a fun Saturday, though? What do we got plans today? I'm curious to hear you guys' thoughts. Which D1 program has the most D-Gens on their team? Ooh. It would have to be like a team that's not great, that's just giving up, like a Wagner, all the Long Island Cats that just like, not having a great season. So what are we looking to? A lot of other activities. What else we got? Guys, we all know it's going to be a four-peat. A four-peat's nuts. I love fading nest. Working, bruh. Super Slam, what do you do for work? Oh, God, Evergreen Lax is back. This guy was a Division I hater. After this game, I'm headed to the men's basketball court at 5 p.m. I just left a voicemail. The voicemail you left was probably terrible. What is this one?
Hey, man. Returning caller. Currently sitting in the handicap stall at the University of Delaware Lacrosse Stadium. Yeah, it's kind of looking bad right now, but I believe in the comeback. It's never too late. See ya.
I like that. That's what we need. A little personality right there. The guy's inside the stall at Del Hen Stadium, leaving voicemails, still rooting for his team. It's probably halftime. And he's probably trying to warm up and get back to his team, so I love that. Whoever that was, please leave your names when you have these takes, because I'm curious to hear who you are and who's really calling. I like that. Mitch, please say hi to Christian. What's going on? Belmont Abbey Lacrosse making the D2 tournament interesting. Avery Gaming, here we go. I love it. Let's see this one. That one says Virginia's going to win the whole thing. Again, not a take. I like that. Joe. Oh, Joe, that was you. UD, big shout out. I like that. Super Slam's doing some financing / accounting today. That sounds absolutely terrible. I would rather step on Legos than have to do some sort of Excel finance. Oh, Maryland inside. Nothing. But coming out a little sloppy here in the second half for Maryland. It's going to be interesting to see how this game shakes up. I could see Maryland pulling away here and just it could be going haywire. So. Again, this game is on ESPN Plus for all the fans out there. Let me turn this.
Doesn't have the opportunity to move the ball.
Might pop these in so I can hear the game. Oh, there it is. Princeton, another one. All right, it's 8-6 now. We got a little comeback coming. Pop these guys in. Can you guys hear the game or no? What about now? Can you hear it? Let me know if you can hear it now. I just turned it on mute. I want to hear this game, though. Nate Kabiri, first goal of the day. He's going to be a future star. He's going to be a future star. 57 points last year for Princeton. Kabiri had for Princeton as a freshman. Kabir is a Northern Virginia product. Don't forget about it. How about the Georgetown Prep to Princeton pipeline? Nate Kabiri, Noah Hahn, a couple guys. Set a backpick. Coulter Maxey coming down the right side. Going at X. Coming back up. Oh, Kabiri, one more. Oh. Oh, they're throwing bodies. Oh. Gosh. Hope you guys are watching this game. Is Nate Kabir the best attackman in the Ivy League? No. Is he first team all Ivy? I think he could. I think he could. I mean, you have CJ, obviously. You have McAsee. You got Chris at Yale. I don't know. I think it could be. Definitely could be. What else we got? What state did you play high school lax, Pehlke? I played in, I grew up in Northern Virginia. A famous high school called Riverside, if you guys have ever heard of it. Played at Riverside High School for 3 years. And fun fact, this is actually fun fact here. My 8th grade year, I went to Belmont Ridge Middle School. My 8th grade year, I did not play club house ball. I played for my high school, Stonebridge at the time's JV team. So in Virginia, you can play JV lacrosse as an 8th grader. And then you can get moved up to the varsity team when they make playoffs. But we were only allowed to get moved up when we graduated from middle school. So we graduated from middle school. We're technically in high school now. And as soon as we got the cap and gown in middle school, we could start to practice with the varsity team that year. So I'm in 8th grade. I'm playing JV with my buddy Danny Moltz. Our season ends because there's no playoffs. Then we get brought up to varsity. We're play on varsity, and then we can't play in any of the games because we lose eligibility. So we're on the practice squad. But essentially, we got a ring because the team won it my 8th grade year. So they won it my 8th grade year, and I got a ring. My freshman year, I went to Stonebridge because I wanted to play with my brother for 1 year because he was a senior. After that freshman year, I transferred back to like where all my friends are and everything. That went to Belmont, and I go to a high school called Riverside, and we ended up winning 2 state championships there. So great high school experience. Grew up in Northern Virginia, and couldn't have asked for better friends and everything. Then obviously went to Ohio State. I love JV Lax's 8th grade. Lax, don't be a squid. Don't wear those. I'm cooked. Maryland's looking for something right now. Ohio State is not D2, no. Maryland could really take away with this one. Zach Whittier, back up top to Bryce Ford. Ohio State is up 6-1. This is crazy right now, fellas. This is nuts. I want you guys to ask questions like, what's a question you want to know about the inside aspect of Division I lacrosse? Is it the locker room? Is it the playing? Is it the traveling? Is it the gear? Like, ask me some questions you think would be interesting, because I think that's the most interesting part. If I'm a guy not playing, I want to know what's inside the locker room. Oh, Maryland? Wow. Bryce Ford, right to left, high bouncer, elite. Now it's going to be TV timeout, but Maryland's really running away with this thing. Avery Gaming goes, wake up, Mitch. I know, it was a long night last night. A lot of fun. Texas MCLA would beat 90% of D1s. Absolutely incorrect. Absolutely incorrect. What are your career stats at Ohio State? Nothing crazy. I think I have a total of 30 points, 40 points maybe. I don't know off the top of my head. But yeah, I definitely missed my time there. How many times Not going to say that. What was it like having all those resources to be elite? It was amazing. Like, if I was hurt or anything happened, it was a training room or an appointment away from getting better. And I think now the fact that obviously I'm on my own now and I don't have an affiliation with something like that. I miss it a ton. I think the fact that like I had that aspect to be able to get any help anytime I needed was super important. And, you know, cold tubs, hot tubs, underwater treadmill if I got hurt. From academic side, you know, you have resources, tutors, study hall, literally everything to get better in the classroom. Like it's kind of like if you fail, it's on you. Like everything's at your fingertips, where if you end up failing a class, it's literally 100% on you because the resources are there. So I definitely miss it. Let's ask. Does the team fly public or do they fly only with each other, aka private? So that's the interesting aspect. When you go to a school like Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, a school that has more money, you have more opportunity. So we flew private. We say private, which means we had a plane that chartered. So you guys know what a private jet is. That was never us because we have 50 guys on the team. But what we did one time was going to Florida, we chartered a plane, which essentially meant the bus essentially drove on the tarmac, and we got to enter the plane, and it was essentially our own plane. So that was what charter means. The best experience by far. You literally leave the locker room, you drive to the tarmac, there's no security. You go on the plane, they do the pre-checks, you fly, you play the game, and you fly right back, and there's no BS. It was the best experience ever. Football charters their games like that every game. Basketball, I think they might have their own private jet because it's honestly might be cheaper, and obviously less guys. What else we got? You still have a fitness/nutrition program for your days at Ohio State. You can share with any of it. No, I can't share. Obviously, a team doesn't want to give out their secret sauce to how they keep their guys so good. But for me, like, I still love to work out. Like, that's something that's never going to leave. I truly feel, and I've said this to you guys, boring works. You have to chase consistency. And if you want to be great in life, I think it starts with a sweat. I really do. You know, days I don't get a sweat in, days I don't wake up early, are the days that I'm not the most productive. And I know I'm getting on the soapbox here a little bit, but I think it's important. Like, if you guys are struggling with anything out there, it's a sweat away from making better. I truly agree with that. Was the hot tub filled up with a lot of men? Yes, Bounty. Before practice, the guys are in there. Sasso, that's where we did all of our tutoring. What was it like being able to have a place where you can't train without worry? It was awesome. Like, being able to go in the locker room, go in the indoor, go in all these places and just train was the best. Ohio State would be dusted by NAIA school. Incorrect. Also, fun fact, I've never done a video on NAIA school. Should I do that? Let me know. Detroit Mercy's men lacrosse team fly Spirit. They're actually nice guys. Fun fact about Detroit Mercy, my junior year playing them, I'll never forget. I'm mid-game. It's like the second quarter. I'm going to set a pick, and my defender on me is like, Mitch, big fan. Absolutely love your videos. As I'm going to set a pick, I'll never forget that. It was one of the funniest experiences I've ever been through. Iona couldn't win the Natty. I think you're right. Please shout out my son, Owen. He's a huge fan, 8 years old, and plays midfield. Owen, big shout out to you. Shout out, Owen. I like that. Hashtag pay dues. I did 1.3 miles before the cast. Yeah, Avery Gaming. I like that. That's important. And I like that. You guys are going to expect a new video here on Tuesday. I just want to say it's another undercover video and cannot wait. Do a video on the dust balls at Goucher. Goucher's a nice program. Come on. I'm not throwing hate for the guys. Inside Hispanos, getting the ball back out. They're throwing absolute hacks and haymakers right now. That's one thing I definitely don't miss. It's a new 60-second shot clock. A W new video, 100%. Let me look at some scores for you guys that are not watching. Cornell beat Denver in an absolute final. 6-6 Providence versus Brown is still interesting to me. Penn is up still 8-1. Notre Dame 8-6. Duke is winning 5-4. North Carolina still up on Hopkins 10-8. The Rutgers-Loyola game is probably the biggest upset in my mind today. I thought Loyola was looking really good. Tied up Lehigh, Richmond 7-7. Obviously, we're watching this game. Ohio State still up 8-4. UVA does not look great. What's going on with the boys down in Charlottesville? We gotta sit down there. Oh, we have more voicemails.
I go to the top. Tillman is the best coach ever in lacrosse history. No one's better. Maryland on top.
Interesting. I never even thought about that. I mean, you got to think about it. There was a crazy fact in the past 6 years, the team's only not made the Final Four one time. I mean, that's a stat in itself. That could be true. I mean, he still has to have more successful seasons. You know, a guy like Petramal, I think, was there for 16 years. The amount of Final Fours he made earlier in those years. But Tillman could go down as one of the best Division I coaches of all time, 100%. I think he's definitely up there with the legends and the Descos and the Petros. And, you know, I think Lars has the potential to go too. I mean, going with Brown to the Final Four, then having all the success he has with UVA, 100%. Couldn't agree more. You should come to Spokane, Washington, and do a documentary about Spokane lacrosse, especially Meade lacrosse. Mitch Pehlke with 100K. Shout out KK7, the legend. Holy stutter, easy Skittles. When are you doing a video on the Lake Show? Interesting. Northwestern Women's Lacrosse, big shout out. Bam. You just copied and pasted that, not Oliver. I know you, dog. I know you. Let's see what this one says. What's this one? What's this one?
Hey, it's Joe, everybody's least favorite Delawarean here. Now, I don't want to be that guy. You didn't hear this from me, but I believe I just saw Penn State's offensive coordinator slip the head referee a $100 bill. Oh, no.
Not a great take, Joe. Love it. I hope Delaware comes back, but it's not looking great. It's really not. I mean, the fact that Princeton's now 10-man riding, the goalie's coming out of the cage, if they score here, this could be the end of the stream. I'll be honest, folks. If Maryland gets one more, I mean, this game's not even a game anymore. You know, now what are we doing? What are we watching? And the Navy score, I will get that to you, Jackson. That's a great question. Navy's up 4-3. That's a big game. Two teams that play very similar. Two coaches that know each other, Amplo and Tamburoni. So we will see. Oh, good save. Good save. Princeton. I still think Princeton's a top 10 team. I do. Uh-oh. Avery Gaming left another voicemail. Let's see it.
Another biggest hot take is this again. This is Avery Gaming.
Legend.
Putting the Jewish.
Legend.
Another biggest hot take, but depending on what Nick Miles does at Ohio State, and depending on what Lawrence Tipping does at Virginia, I think Ohio State follows Nick Miles and they go and get the bag and get Lawrence Tipping at Ohio State. Come on.
No, you can't fire. No, I don't think so. I mean, look at that. Ohio State's about to win today. You cannot say that on live television when something like that's going to happen, right? You know, you look at a school like Ohio State, like they've had the pieces. Obviously, I was in the locker room. They know what to do, and it just takes a couple games. You know, you guys came out early on them. Like they lost to Utah. Okay, Utah is a top 20 team. Anything can happen in February. I'm going to continue to say that. But Maryland's shorty defense is unreal. I'll be honest. what a save. Uh-oh. Maryland's going to be man up now. Uh-oh. Flag on the play if you guys are watching this. Oof. All right, they're man up right now. UNC and Hops 10-10. Wow. Pick it up. All right. I think that's going to do it here on Pehlke Cast. Maryland's going to walk away with this one. And other teams is, you got to go and watch. I think the biggest game to watch right now is the UNC Hopkins game. Ohio State's going to secure it. They're going to beat UVA. And I think we're going to leave it there. So, again, hit me with a DM. I'm curious. I want to keep these Pehlke Casts going, but I want to keep them entertaining for you guys. So let me know on Instagram DM at Mitchell Pehlke on Instagram. I want you guys to hit me there. Give me some feedback. Like, you guys are obviously the ones tuning in week out. How can I make this more entertaining for you guys and keep this going? Because I think this is something I want to continue to dominate each Saturday in the spring. Obviously talking big lacrosse with you guys. So let me know. I'll see you guys soon. A huge video this Tuesday. It's another undercover video, and it's exciting. So stay tuned for that.